Um, Kirby is under the influence of peyote, a psychoactive drug. He's a shaman that has tasked himself with understanding the spirit realm. This is the reason as to why he has put himself into this altered state. In the spirit realm, he meets Mewtwo, a spirit guardian. Mewtwo looks frazzled. Kirby goes up to him and asks him why. Mewtwo tells him that there has been an evil spirit that has been disturbing the peace of the realm by constantly attempting to end his life. He asks Kirby to try and talk sense into him since he is not a spirit and perhaps will have better luck as a shaman. Kirby does not want to do this. He does not think that he has the right to interfere in someone else's private life. Just as he is about to decline, Mewtwo pushes him into the direction of the evil force. Mewtwo tells Kirby that if he does not try to help, he will be going against his social responsibility and will become another passerby that ignores the needs of others. He decides to go and do what Mewtwo said. Once he reaches the edge, Kirby notices someone who looks similar to him, but he doesn't think much of it. Kirby tries to talk to the other character and convince him not to jump yet. The other character doesn't listen. The evil spirit eats him up and jumps off the edge with Kirby inside his mouth. Kirby thinks that he has died, but he realizes that he hasn't. He has somehow been revived. Mewtwo comes up to Kirby, frazzled. He tells him that there is an evil spirit in the realm that is constantly attempting to end his life. Kirby is confused. Didn't Mewtwo already tell him this? Because of his confusion, Kirby does not move. Mewtwo assumes that Kirby is conflicted about deciding whether or not to help. But in Kirby's mind, he just doesn't want to do it again. What if this time he actually dies? Much to Kirby's dismay, Mewtwo again pushes him in the direction of the evil character. Kirby decides to give him one more shot and tries to convince the evil character to not end his life. This time he uses some force to snap him out of it. The other character again doesn't listen and he jumps with Kirby in his mouth. Kirby has revived once more. He finally understands that his day restarts every time he dies with the evil spirit, and he is thankful that he has a second chance to redo his actions. Mewtwo comes to talk to him again, but this time he knows what's going to happen, so he walks over to the evil force himself. Kirby realizes he has to fight him, and they have a big battle. Kirby has finally defeated the evil double. Ganondorf, the ruler of the spirit realm, comes down from his throne. He tells Kirby that he has been watching from above this entire time. He explains to him all that has been happening. The evil figure was a manifestation of Kirby's negative thoughts and emotions. It wanted to jump off in order to rid itself of the bad memories and ideas that have been torturing him. When Kirby entered the spirit realm, the evil version of him disliked that happy Kirby existed. Thus, he tried to kill off Kirby as well as himself. Because they were in the spirit realm and Kirby is not a spirit, they could not die together, and the events were put on a loop. When Kirby finally defeated his evil counterpart, the evil one disappeared as Kirby reached enlightenment. Ganondorf congratulates Kirby and takes him back to the normal world. The end.
Okay, so that one was only 2.5 minutes. So it's okay to slow down. Remember, they're supposed to be 4 minutes. So that's okay. We're going to go ahead and cue the next round up. John, would you want to? We have a closer So guys, for the orators, it's probably best if you stand. It'll make you a little less nervous and it'll make you face the crowd. So like her level was fine, but you probably didn't hear it as well as she was talking this way. So you guys have a couple minutes.
He's going to get our settings adjusted.
Your team name and your song.
I think that's what he's doing.
Right, it can be Can we finish by 4 minutes?
Yeah, do 4. Yeah.
I think if the chair is there, then we're like Captain.
Captain Falcon.
Can someone move their hand?
In case you're having a hard time finding.
Player 3, I think you gotta press B.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, name range.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a delay.
Wait.
You guys want to start early?
Oh yeah, one person is letting me know.
Okay, so you're Brad.
No, keep typing.
I'm Brad.
Oh, press B.
The names don't matter. It doesn't matter how you do them. It's okay.
Hey guys, if you haven't typed up,
Just type. Because it doesn't matter which name you type, we can just select it. So just type. There's a delay.
Why am I not?
You gotta, hey,
You did chat.
Yeah, the chat. How do I press it?
Go to your Captain Falcon. Go to Captain Falcon.
Click on the name.
Name?
Yeah.
Name entry.
Name entry.
Press A. Go a little bit down.
press A.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Down,
Brad.
Brad.
so is next group browser here? Browser is here. Queued up in the front row. So the next
No
queue
one's
is going to go immediately scoot over to the side. Next group will be browser.
I'll pick the map.
alright, we're ready.
Okay.
You guys ready?
You gotta see.
All right, so yeah, browser go around. Hey, sorry. Okay. So yeah, go slower, and let me make let's make sure that if you're in an area you can see what's going on. All right, we gotta get going. That's 20 seconds countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go.
And welcome everyone.
No, we have to restart.
Oh, oops.
Just
And the game.
End game? Oh.
Yeah.
Hi, hello. Oh, what?
we picked the wrong stage. We're good.
Take two.
Wait, we're good?
Yeah, we're good. Okay, now
Take
we're
two?
good. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, hello, welcome everyone. We are the group All Question Marks, and today we are personifying distributive cognition through Captain Falcon's Chad, Brad, and Rad, and their quest for the peach.
Awesome, C. Thank you for that introduction. Before we get this kicked off here, can you give us a quick definition of what distributive cognition is?
Absolutely. So, distributive cognition is the series of thought processes not exclusive to the individual, but considers the external society or environment that the individual inhabits.
Awesome, C. Thank you for that definition. As you can see here, we got 3 Captain Falcons, Brad, Chad, and Rad, and 1 the Peach. As you can see, the Captain Falcons here are actually pursuing after the Peach here. This is the collective goal. Although they are all individuals, they have a collective goal as pursuing the Peach. Even though they are individuals, the goal is collective, but they themselves are not a collective unit. As you can see, there is a little bit of a dispute breaking out here between a couple of the Falcons here. It looks like Rad and Chad. Let's see, who's breaking out in a brawl? Oh, shoot! Oh man, Rad and Chad getting a little frisky here. C, can you break down what's going on here? Why are they duking it out here?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Keep in mind that Chad, Brad, and Rad are all individual thought processes going toward a collective goal. All the information I collect are our own.
Oh snap! Chad's out of the game.
Oh, no.
Oh snap! Okay. Oh
Yeah.
good. That's an unexpected.
That's definitely a realistic example of how they move dynamically within a society. Essentially, you see everything of what it become and the expectation that can flow between the interconnected participants of that social group.
Absolutely. It looks like Brad's making a move in on Rad here. Can you break down why did Brad wait so long to make an attack on Chad here? What's going on?
Yeah, it's just possible that Chad or Brad may have taken a while to attack solely just because they could have considered what to do next. Based on the principles of distributed cognition, Brad's actions or Chad's actions have been influenced by interacting and observing the actions of the another person, determining the possible moods and motives of what they could do and what they could do next.
Gotcha. So breaking that down in simple English, you're saying that like Brad here, although the goal collectively between Brad and Rad is to obtain the peach, Brad was waiting to attack Rad because he was fighting Chad, and he's using that environmental change to use his advantage to reach the collective goal for himself. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, like you do articulate that perfectly. Amazing.
Awesome. Where do you see in the real world? Where is like a real world example of distributive cognition today?
That's actually a good question. The Bachelorette is actually a really good example considering we have 3 males going toward a particular woman. Chad, Brad, and Rad could be representing a set of bachelors all working toward the common goal of attaining the ideal woman, the ideal peach. You have these males with potentially different backgrounds, ideologies, and methods of thinking, and they process the world around them collectively as they bounce off of witnessing each other's actions, determining what advantages or disadvantages that they have in order to proceed on what to do next.
Gotcha. So kind of breaking that down again, it looks like you're saying like even though their individual like properties are unique, they share this common goal, but using each other's unique properties, both for and against themselves, they achieve the common goal by exploiting the individual.
Yeah, it's possible they could use that to exploit or to work together.
Absolutely. Well, it looks like things are getting heated up here. Brad about to take some banger blows. Oh snap! He's out of the game. Brad with the winning movements. He's gonna obtain the peach here. Oh snap! Look at it. We're flexing here. Oh snap! Little snazziness going on here. Woo! Oh man, so
it looks like with Brad, he's the only individual left, and and the distributed cognition, although it acts, people can act collectively, they can act like as an individual, and it looks like they're going towards. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Looking one.
Snap!
Will he obtain the ideals, the goals that we all achieve for? We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah. Peach. She's not having it. He's got her. Oh snap! He's trying to get it. Wait, what's he doing? What's he beating her up? Oh snap! Jeez! GC, can you break down what just happened there? I thought he was after the peach and he just sent her to the Doomsville. What's going on?
Yeah, well, it looks like the peach could represent a common goal that everyone has, and sometimes the goals that we go for don't match the ideals that we have.
Gotcha. So sometimes even though there is a collective goal, individual goals may change and ultimately become individual and great fungi distributive cognition.
Alright, we got 2 minutes, browser. Let's go everybody. Sorry, we don't have time for applause at the end. Save it for the end.
Okay.
Here, one person. Yeah, you guys can talk.
Order.
Okay, so
After Team Browser, it's Team Carrot. Team Carrot, please sum it up real quick.
Okay. So you're.
I'm player 2. Yeah. So just click on your name.
Player 3.
You just want to hit your name. Okay. And then it's going to change your name. Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, which one are you? Your player. Oh, you're right. You guys are I think you want. Your player 4. Yeah. Starting peach. We can just switch. Okay. Yeah.
So the 2 orators come talk to me after it.
Okay. What character is this? Can you put Luigi as a character?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's fine, right? Okay.
Sure, you don't have an name.
Yeah, I'm good. Oh, wait. I'm player 4. You got it?
If you get set up early,
Just let me know.
Okay, ready?
Wait, we have to wait for them to say. Okay.
Once they get to the middle of the background, I'll click select.
you guys ready? It's not going to take count, so about 60 seconds.
I just wait for this. So we got
Do you need a separate phone for the chat?
All right, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, go.
It was a special hot summer weekend in Hootsville City. This was the first time
Keep going.
for the Smash family to get together and show off their family's strengths and answer the critical question, who is the best character in the family? Of course, they each had their own weaknesses and sensitive side, but who would want to admit their own flaws when they had their own special powers to show off? The problem was with this egotistical attitude, however, led to the clash of personalities during family meetings that always ended in some mishap with the local authorities. Today, with all these family problems, these will be sorted out once and for all. The fight challenge started with Uncle Luigi, a fresh mustache man capable of fixing everything. He was an Italian who oddly loved to start fights and call people out for their appearances after having a little too much alcohol. Next, we have Kirby, the child of the family, who always gets away with anything. Kirby's pink and chubby appearance melts and enchants the hearts of all. Never underestimate the power of this child's undeniable cuteness. Then we have Princess Peach. But beware of her enchanting beauty with her long hair and seemingly flawless face. She can seem annoying, sassy, and spoiled with a demanding attitude fit for a queen. And finally, we have Bowser, the stupid yet buff brother who always goes to the gym and loves to flex and show off his muscles. This dysfunctional family is now fighting it out to see who is the very best of them all. Who will win the battle?
Well, after that's all done, there's going to be a round 2. And if any of you guys are on Twitch, be ready to say things in the chat. So just be ready for that. They all died. That's cool. You guys got it? Yep. So for this round, you guys decide who dies and in what order. So you've met all the members of this family and have seen their issues firsthand. Now I'll leave it up to you. Who do you want to die first? Message chat. You can call out too if you want. I'm hearing a lot of Luigi's. Luigi, kill Luigi, guys. Guys, kill Luigi. Well, this is a bit brutal, but Luigi dies. So Luigi died from alcohol poisoning. He was fed up with always being in Mario's shadow and drank to forget the disappointment he saw from his loved ones and the imperfections he saw in himself. Who do you guys want to kill next?
Kirby.
Well, Kirby died from a heart attack by eating too much. Kirby was the little kid that was always made fun of at school for being chubby. At home, he ate away his emotions after getting bullied. Kirby ate to forget his deepest pains, but died after because of it. So who do you want to die now?
Peach.
I'm hearing a lot of Peach. Kill Peach, guys. It's taken a little bit. Well, there goes Peach. Princess Peach was killed by one of her classmates. Although Peach was made fun of by others for their she made fun of others for their appearance. She was self-conscious about her own. She took out her hatred on others, and it caught up with her in the end. So they're all dead, except for Bowser. Good decisions, guys. When you guys all chose who you wanted to kill, we wanted to demonstrate how video games can show a lack of empathy that technology can create. When you all picked, oh man, I'm off script. And because of that, and you guys might have picked them because of personality traits or just because you didn't like how they looked. Maybe they reminded you of real people. Video games allow us to live in a hypothetical situation that may seem out of reach in everyday life. This ability can nurture understanding and compassion when applied correctly. However, instead, video games about experiencing handicaps or creating environments of better understanding, to better understand our fellow human beings, we see games of violence and destruction. It also has the power to create a virtual environment that can give us insight into the worlds and feelings that help us grow as individuals. Cool. That's all, folks.
Good job. All right, next is Team Carrot. After Team Carrot is Donkey Kanji. Donkey Kanji is here. You on up down here.
Are we Carrot or Carrot?
You guys have a good solid 2 minutes, no problem. Okay, wonderful. So they in 30 seconds, 35 seconds already.
We have time to settle our settings, and we should probably jump into the game so we all get some practice moving around before we start.
Do you mind if I use your computer?
Then we have to hold that.
Yeah.
I'll put up the timer in case.
I'm pretty sure there's time for
Oh, okay. And the timer has to work for
you go past it.
You go past it.
You don't have to though.
It's pretty cool that this whole thing is set up.
Oh, it's cool.
Wait. I like how bad. Oh, that's pretty cool.
And then what are
Oh, Maria and Bronte. Alright, so you know who was talking about that?
Oh wait, you can only do
We don't have to do names if it takes too long. We might jump into it. Okay. Ready? Yep. So they're gonna jump around a bit too.
Oh, that's okay. Let me not see that. Let me start. Yeah, okay.
All right.
Hello and welcome. Today we have our multiple different characters and we have 4 of them. First we have Aldous Huxley. We have Aldous Huxley's manager, his wife, and his friend, who is a scientist. Aldous Huxley is a writer in science fiction. He has not been successful in his projects as of late. He stresses out because of his lack of success. When Aldous' manager tries to help, he is pushed away because Aldous does not believe a manager can understand his want to reach success in writing. Aldous learns of a new drug called mescaline that has the ability to invoke artistic perception. Act 2. At first, Aldous takes the drug in secret, sitting and viewing its effects in the starstruck wonder of a child. Aldous starts taking the drug more and more and eventually becomes reliant on it. His projects start to become successful and he is overcome by the fame and fortune that comes with his rising success in his writing career.
Aldous' hunger for fame becomes insatiable. This becomes his sole ambition. This focus on work and overuse of the drug pushes his loved ones away. He and his wife fight and his manager distances himself. His wife leaves him saying that she won't come back until he reevaluates his decisions. At first, Aldous takes no mind because the fame is good enough. His friends add to his ignorance by supporting his use of the drug, and Aldous feels affirmed because his friend is a scientist, causing him to believe that his use of the drug is not a problem. However, he realizes his mistakes in time of loneliness. He decides to mend his broken relationships. End scene. Act 3. Aldous realizes the only thing that can mend what's broken is the freedom from this drug. He stops taking the drug. The fame dies down and he is left with nothing. His wife and manager comes in response to his sobriety. He is able to mend his broken life, and they live happily ever after. The end.
That it? That's it? Alright. Can we get the narrators to come from?
All right.
You're just kidding.
Page, yeah. It's a combination.
Okay. I was like, what?
you like see this?
Friendly fire. What? What do you mean? Hey,
This is not the right
me.
Try to remove. You can also touch the ground.
Press A.
Make it so that. I'm trying to make it so that we don't have a fourth player. Oh, wait.
So after the group on 2 is Dr. Mario.
I'm trying to make it so we don't have a fourth player.
And the group after that is
Oh my god.
We can go back and change to 4 minutes.
It is 4 minutes.
Oh.
And then we should KO first. We need just the timer because that means we can't die that much, right? No. When it's okay. When it's a KO first, it doesn't matter how many times. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, I don't understand this. I can't use this controller.
Yeah, the controllers are awful. Sorry about that.
So I speak.
Okay, there we go. Got it.
If anybody's looking to show off any hardcore skills, they will not be with these controllers.
This is only speech.
This only streams to the
There's
internet.
this one that just says Kirby.
Yeah, I'm trying to. There we go. Here's to hoping I know.
Are we good?
Yeah, do you guys need this? Yeah, you can just make it so that we can see it. Can you see it?
Can you like zoom in? My eyesight's really bad. Oh wow.
Does this mean that we actually can use
Yeah,
it?
so like
Because it's in the way.
it's them doing. Oh yeah, that's right.
So you guys can just talk to make it for me. Or, I don't know. Or we can just talk a little bit. Make sure you speak loudly.
Yeah, you gotta scream.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Make sure you can also read it.
Let me click here. This. Can you see it?
Okay. Press start. Where's start?
Right there.
Press
A lot of
start.
times it doesn't.
Okay, what?
Okay, before you go into your stage select,
Yeah.
so when we say start is when you go to the stage select. So let me know when you guys are ready. You still have about a minute.
Oh, we still haven't did it.
If you want, you can start early.
See? I'll just be like this. Bad.
Wait, what?
I don't think.
I'm just picking final destination because there's nothing that'll interfere.
You guys ready?
Are we
You want to
ready?
get it over with?
Are we ready?
You're the narrators.
Yeah, let's just go.
Alright, in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, go.
Once upon a time, some friends decided to play Super Smash Bros. Melee. After choosing their characters, they sat down and started to play.
Gonna die.
The game starts as usual, and each player controls their own characters to fight.
How did I do that?
However, player 1 found that Peach wouldn't respond to the controller.
Hey, guys, I think my controller is broken. Pause the game.
Player 1 tries to get their friends to stop playing, but the other players ignored them and continued to fight. No matter what player 1 did, Peach wouldn't respond to any commands. In fact, Peach has started to move by herself. After Peach respawned, she seemed to have developed self-awareness. Is it artificial intelligence?
What is going on?
Peach said, approaching the other characters.
Why are you fighting?
Of course, Peach doesn't get a response from the other characters. The players start to think something is weird and start to move their characters away from the self-aware Peach.
Wait a minute. Are we being controlled? Are you people controlling the others?
Players start to ask each other what was going on. Was Peach talking to them? They were pretty sure they turned off any CPUs. Suddenly, the other players found that they couldn't control their characters either.
So bitch, what the fuck?
Now that no one could control the characters, the players could do nothing but watch. All the characters gathered in the middle and started to talk to each other.
Hey, what's up with your Kirby, man?
Yay! Now that we're free from the controllers, what should we do?
Asked Peach.
I don't know.
Link said, looking around.
What can we do in here? Toyo!
Said Kirby. Then suddenly, someone attacks Peach.
Don't do that!
Peach said. It seemed like the characters were getting in an argument. This time, they started fighting by themselves, without the players controlling them.
Wait a minute, why are we even fighting? We just respawn anyway.
It seems that the characters are tired of fighting, or at least aware of the situation or had a more understanding of the situation they were in.
Have you guys seen that timer? What's gonna happen when it runs out?
It appears that Peach was aware of the timer that has been ticking down since the game has started. Perhaps the characters are being afraid of what will happen when the timer goes down. Eventually, the characters stop moving. They start thinking about the situation that they're in and try to plan out their next moves. They all contemplate the meaning of their existence, regretting fighting their fellow self-aware characters.
I wonder what will happen when it runs out. Will we die? Will we respawn again? What happens after? Is there anything after that? Does anything exist outside of this arena?
As the clock ticks down, the characters could do nothing but move around and attempt to free themselves from the situation that they were put in without being able to escape. As the timer approaches 0, slowly but steadily, the characters feel more and more powerless, despite the freedom that was given to them. All right, the end.
Can I talk to the narrator?
All right, now we're on. You guys got Dr. Martin, right?
To do selective
Kirby Can's up next, right? Queue up. After Kirby Can's Kombucha 2.0. Is anybody listening to the stream by chance? Headphones? Can you hear it okay? Alright. Thank you.
Is that, am I somebody else? This is for.
Wait, no, it's really.
No, I tried to change it. Is it? It's me, right? See? Yeah.
Okay.
4 minute, okay?
Is it 4 minutes?
4 minutes, okay.
Did you choose our level?
You guys want to start a little early?
Are you good?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Our story follows one of the individual. Peach's day begins, and like most, she's bombarded by the problems that she has in her own life. As you can see, the other characters are all solely attacking Peach because she is the individual fighting several battles at once that the world outside of herself can't even perceive. Yoshi represents economic struggles and monetary avarice. Peach is struggling with some tuition debt, housing expenses. Problems with money feel inescapable, and you're reminded of them all the time. Kirby is a social struggle, maybe some kind of problem in her love life. Dr. Mario represents dependency on anything mentally or physically that can alter your day-to-day life. For example, drugs, food, coffee, working out, things that we think we can't function without that take up a significant amount of our time and energy and resources. The individual must find balance between these three constant struggles on a day-to-day basis throughout her lifetime. Peach was chosen as the main character because she is the only character that is purely human, with her moves involving non-supernatural items such as a turnip and an umbrella. Yoshi is economics because of his attitudes, because his attributes involving eggs, including his ability to roll you and swallow you into an egg, where you become helpless and stuck for a little bit. Kirby is love because of his cute nature, but ability to give a lot of damage with his hammer and difficulty to fall off the edge. Dr. Mario is addiction because of his profession and ability to throw pills or vitamins. The stage is set to Annette because it was the most normal setting, yet you can still gain damage from it, from the passing cars. Something that seems benign and boring, but can actually ruin your whole game. So we've discussed virtual environments and how VR can go to help those with these powerful internal struggles come to terms with the everyday battles they face. Unlike Professor Patton's game, in which the player is powerless to the whims of the floating head, we have given her individual agency. She can choose to accept her fate or strike back and attempt to rid herself of the pain she faces. Much like the struggles we wanted to project in the scene, the player doesn't always win. Not every day of battle will be a victory, but the player always has the choice to get back up and try again. Oh man. Oh, that's not good. That's a rough day. That's pretty much it.
All right. It's after the orators.
I don't know how to stop it early. You guys know how to stop it early.
Am I supposed to do something?
Well, if we have this, yeah, we said 4 virtual environments and how it's like every live.
Alright, so up next is Kirby Can. Kombucha 2.0 will be after that, and then after Kombucha 2.0 is the Martha Meal. Martha Meal, is everybody here? Yes? So I'm going to try to slow down so we're on time. Some of you guys have been finishing pretty early, which I appreciate. Everybody coming in under time so we can keep these moving. But for sure, kombucha will start at 5:40 and 54. If you need to go to the bathroom, just run between scenes.
Yeah, we got that. Awesome. Sounds good.
Alright, as an introduction, the theme of our performance is that characters in the game are following a cult-like religious structure. They use technology religiously to the point where they can abuse the anonymity it provides.
So before you guys enter the stage, give me a heads up. So you still have a couple minutes if you want to use it, but if you want to get started early, you can.
Let's start now.
This is kombucha?
No, this is Kirby Canyon. And no, Dr. Mario, MD or PhD.
No, great.
This is Dr. Right?
This is Kirby Canyon.
Kirby Canyon, thank you. Alright, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, go.
Technology such as social media and video games are almost religious, containing a certain spirituality. We possess it and use it to enhance our daily lives logistically and leisurely. But it often blurs where the line of reality falls and causes people to act dumb, rudely, or inappropriately. The cult leader costumed in purple leads the path. The world is virtual, it's false. His followers imitate his every move in succession. They're enthralled with him, but they look up to him. They don't realize that they're in a trance-like state. The anonymity technology provides creates an environment where there are no repercussions and no reason to keep proper social behavior. Everyone is masked behind a screen. The brainwashed followers mock the beast for its weight. They dance to a platform where each can easily jump on, but the beast is heavy. He makes it on, but the followers push him off. They start to gang up on the little guy. He is being pushed around. He backs away. He is not comfortable. There is no consciousness in technology. Everything seems surreal. It's just a part of a game. There's nothing physical. The followers continue to bully him. A key part of technology's influence is it causes us to do stupid things. Their leader is walking into a wall. His mind is off. He has no thoughts. He is shooting the wall. They walk around in a drunken stupor. Their intelligence has left them. They have allowed themselves to succumb to the commands of their leader. No part of their humanity remains. They lumber to the edge, gathered, looking down. They taunt death. Their leader falls to his death. He cannot recover in time. Somehow, they all begin to commit suicide in reverence to their leader. One by one they fall. It's a terrible, cyclic, unending pattern. It does not matter, life or death. But then, there is one who awakes. She stands alone, staring bewildered, awake, shocked at her own religious coma. She tries to stop them. She knows it's wrong. She wants to wake up her friends, but they ignore her. They cannot listen. They destroy her. They do not agree. She tries to fight, but she cannot win. There is no time left for her. Oh, and now she's down to one life left. They return to a state of stupor, the continuation of a long monody. They cannot wake up to see that they have lost control over their own actions, themselves. They walk around drunkenly, but content. They cannot see evil when they will choose not to see it. Those remaining in the cult fight for dominance and the position of leadership. Acceptance and balance are fallacies in a technological layer of the world. How can there be diplomacy when there is unlimited free reign to act? Now it is down to just 2 people left. The final 2 continue to battle as they attempt to decide who will lead the cult for the rest of its future. The end.
Can I talk to the orators? And you guys are Kirby King.
Okay, so we have 6 minutes until the next team starts. We're going to start on time. So if you guys want to take a bathroom break or something, now's probably a good time to run out and do it.
Kind of talking about Sanjay spirituality, Yeah, that's definitely burn. Cool, thanks We taking a break, like you said?
No, people ended early, so we have like 6 minutes in between and stuff. They're just going to get set up. The next one.
He's gonna play as Peach the female. Alright, so you pretty much just do what the narrator says. Cool. The recording. Alright.
Is this the microphone?
Yeah. Just want to test it.
It's our first live.
Wait.
I think we're just going to turn it on.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the donkey of
We're fine, right?
Oh, no. Who's... You need
I am...
You have to change it. You have to
Yeah.
press B.
Oh. This is this one, right?
Yeah, it's recording that one.
Alright, so after Kombucha 2.0 is Martha Meal, and then after Martha Meal is Metroids. Everybody from both groups here, I hope?
We're not doing kombucha?
Yeah, you're right here.
Oh, yeah.
So after Kombucha is Martha Meal, and after Martha Meal is Metroids. You want to wear your mask?
Oh.
Yeah. You guys, of course. Yeah, I mean, you have 2 minutes, so.
I don't think she's coming because her Uber's coming at our start time.
Yeah.
So I guess we just start.
We'll give 2 minutes. It might be a miracle.
Okay. You're gonna be acting as a model. Yeah, you're Peach, but acting as a model. Actually, Peach and model.
Finally figured out who it was.
You're so we're gonna go to you're gonna be on the other side. You have to just hit him. You just hit him in the top. Yeah.
You guys got about 30 seconds.
No miracle. Follow.
So Martha Meal should be queued up over here.
No.
Okay.
So I guess we'll start.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Go.
Today, we will be observing the two specimens of the male and female gender. There seems to be much tension between the two as they glare at one another for a seemingly long moment. The fight has begun. The female seems to have taken the first initiative and struck the male. While the male seems to be angry, it does not strike just yet. Instead, it decides to taunt the female, which angers the female even more. The female continues to strike over and over and over and over and over and over again until the male finally strikes back. Oh, the male steps back from the fight. Whatever could it be thinking? It looks like the male is attempting to seduce the female into calming down. It looks like the female is calming down a bit. Oh wait, no. The female has waited for the male to lower its guard. This looks like a brutal beating on the male. The male has been put into a defensive position from the female. The male has finally put up a stand and is frantically and erratically throwing punches at the female. The female is unimpressed. The female then continues its brutal beating on the male while the male tirelessly tries to fight back. After a tiring fight, the male and female takes a break. The two specimens have seemed to realize that this fight is tiresome and meaningless. The two turns away from each other, attempting to realize their feelings and figure out what to communicate. After recognizing that their fight was unfruitful, they turn towards each other. A classic move by the woman as she turns away from the male for which she does not want to admit her fault and is playing hard to get. The male is confused and slowly approaches the female. The female turns towards the male and turns away back. Another classic move. She seems to still be angry or does not want to be the one to admit fault. Oh, the female has finally turned around. However, it seems as though its attention is not on the male. The female has noticed the other female of the other species. It looks like this has angered both parties for some reason. We see yet another classic move by the female. The females have told the males to duke it out one another. Both males rush over to one another and have begun their own fight. As the males are fighting, the females seem to be cheering their male counterparts as well as taunting the other female. It looks like the males have knocked out one another, and it is now up to the more skilled and brutal females to fight one another. While we may not understand the reason for fighting, we can see that both species, human and Donkey Kongs, are quite similar in a way they fight and deal with relationships. And perhaps we also learned that females can be terrifying specimens.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Okay. All right. Next up is Mark the Meal, right?
It's fine. We got it.
Dude, DK is smart.
Great. You guys want to mention a few of the
I think your player one.
There were four.
Monkey Dolphins.
Kind of have to talk about and.
All right, mark the wheels up. Metroids are on deck. Over there.
Any other
Everybody knows.
Thank you.
Yeah. First,
By the way, there's a good chance that some of the guest speakers are in the chat watching Twitch right now, as well as some of the people I wish who were guest speakers here. This was sent out to the whole business department.
wait. Yeah, they're not supposed to finish. No. I thought that was...
That's a cool trucker. Alright. So you guys have copies of that? Unless you're ready to go. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
In this time of increasing dependence on technology, humans are inevitably influenced by the technology surrounding them. Though this comes with many potential benefits, our behaviors are molded more and more by what the technology in front of us enables us to do, which could lead to a migration away from social connectedness and empathy. As we lay our scene, we see characters interacting in a world where the tools given to them have a superhuman predisposition towards violence and virtually no other method of interacting with others. As we see how our characters deal with these conditions, we pose again the question first raised in the article, Empathy in the Time of Technology. Will the H+ transhuman technologies that our accelerating future anticipates enable us to increase our empathy with others, or will their use decrease our ability to understand the other that exists outside our own selves, families, communities, and cultures?
Here we see four characters trying to interact with their world. On the right, we have two adults, seasoned characters who only know what the technologies that have been given have taught them. On the left, we have two young children, new to the world, and just testing out how they can interact with each other based on the technologies available. They have lived sheltered from the rest of the world and have not yet been exposed to the harsh realities of our society. The adults, on the other hand, have seen society at its highest and at its darkest, lowest points. Societal pressures have led them down the lonely path of resorting to violence to resolve conflicts in the sinister, unforgiving world. Now let's take a look at what exactly the children are doing. Both Link and Ness seem hesitant to throw a single blow. Both are just jumping around trying to avoid all the combat happening between the adults. But wait, look, Link seems to be learning something.
As we and young Link can see, the adult that's left is very familiar with how to interact with their environment. Their behavioral repertoire only consists of violent actions, and as we can see, he is quick to throw punches, kicks, and every other action at his disposal in order to defeat his opponent. He knew that at the end of the day, there would only be one champion, but more importantly, only one survivor. He had been brainwashed by the society that he lives in to interpret every action from their opponent defensively and to show no mercy. He's become unable to take another perspective or to think of how the person in front of them is feeling. There's no community that exists here, only winners and losers.
Well, young Link is starting to swing his sword. He's opening up to the idea of using his tools for their intended purposes. He tries to practice whenever he can. He tries to learn a new move whenever he feels safe, and when Captain Falcon isn't trying to fight him. But Ness, on the other hand, is still reluctant and sticks to his fearful ways.
Now that there's one adult left, Link and the adult have started fighting each other. The imminent threat of the other adult is over, And even though that there's a young child in front of him, he knows that he must defeat both of them in order to stay alive.
Ness, not being able to adapt to the hyper-violent society, just decided to end the battle and die himself. Now, young Link has started to grasp what he must do in order to survive. Drawing on his limited practice, we see him start to take advantage of the adult's already weakness and slowly start to defeat him. And as our characters show here, the lack of empathy can have detrimental ramifications on our well-being as a society. Even the bright young individuals of the next generation will inevitably succumb to the increasingly dark world they find themselves a part in, or die trying to resist.
Thank you. All right, so up next is Metroids, and then after Metroids is No Yoshi. So if No Yoshi is here, they should queue up in the waiting area. After No Yoshi will be Pokemon Go Away.
What about
Two human, and then two human. Okay, he's last. The life is.
No, it's 5 minutes.
Oh.
Because they want time. 4 to 5.
Well, wait.
We can do.
I forgot to look up. I'm sorry.
Wait, how do you go back?
So when you pick, press B to select your character.
Let's keep happening. Where's Samus? Come on.
Samus is, I'm on Samus right now, so the green one.
They got blue one. Luigi?
So, yeah, go in, press A.
Oh, press A. Okay, I got it.
And then change your color to green.
Wait,
And
why?
one of you guys change your colors.
Wait, no, we should be different colors.
No, we need it because we're on
Still, like, I change colors. So we know,
No,
like,
we won't hurt each other. No, we can tell. Also, we'll change our names. Press X or Y. And
how do I
then,
change name?
let me do mine first.
I think only you two need to change your
Yeah,
names.
only we need to change
I
it.
want it to be Sue.
Oh, fine. The ads. How we can.
How do you
So you can move your pointer, your finger to the box where his name is. Actually, click.
Why doesn't mine press?
Okay, this is gonna be a long. Okay, actually, I don't know how to change teams. We can remove teams.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure you can change it by clicking X. It's X.
Wait, why is mine?
Oh, no, click up here. Okay. Click up here. Yeah, so we're on the same team already.
Wait, can you help me with P1?
Oh, we have to actually. We have to click on the
Okay, which character were you?
Peach.
Okay, now you're Okay. Now we're good. You ready?
That's all, sir.
Are we good?
Go for it.
I rule.
You guys just come close to me, okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Let's go. Let's do it. Hey, it's Amelia. I'm coming home. And now we see here a family, a nice couple, a man and a woman. The man is coming back from a hard day of work as a humble plumber. And he comes home to his faithful wife who sits there waiting on him all day long to come home because she got nothing else to do besides sit here and chat with these robots. These robots are the faithful servants of the couple. They sit there and wait on their hand and limb every single day, all day. Hi honey, how was your day? It was a pretty good. I didn't have to deal with too much shit, just in the toilets. How
How was your shitty plumbing job?
I mean,
No hate to the plumbers, by the way. Just context.
No hate, yeah. I mean, it was a pretty good. I got paid, and that's all that matters.
Meanwhile, the two robots converse among themselves.
Oh man, did you see Mario in his new sweater yesterday?
Yes, I saw him. Oh shoot, get a load of that fruit.
Oh yeah, man, that really boots up my CPU.
I would definitely hold that radiator, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now night falls and the couple heads to their bedroom to go to sleep. But Mario awakens in the middle of the night. He crawls in the darkness over to the room near the robots. And he says, "Hey Siri, dim the lights, put on some mood music."
No. I swear to God, I didn't need this for to happen. That was so fucking nice. All right.
And Mario and the robots, they start going at it. You hear it. You hear the clanking from room to room. And it awakens Princess Peach.
Sorry, I didn't quite get that. Oh! What are you doing with the robots?
Hey, I ain't doing nothing, man. They just creep up on me in the middle of the night. I just wanted a cocktail.
Yeah, you want some cocktail, right?
The couple continues to argue and a fight ensues between Mario and Peach.
I knew you never loved me. You don't deserve this Peach anyway.
Hey, come on, man. I swear, this ain't what it looks like at all.
Yeah, I know exactly what it looks like.
So tell me what you think's going on right here.
Too long, I think we should do it.
Okay. Hey, but how about some makeup sex though?
Let's fuck.
Alright, here we go. Hey, we're all made up. Robots attack. And so the robots, seeing that the couple is now distracted, creep on over and divulge their mischievous plan. All of a sudden, they attack the couple deviously. The couple is surprised. They are caught off guard. They go and they go and they go. See, this has been the robot's plan all along. They inserted themselves into the home of the couple. It started with little things, a little so-called speaker that can help you tell the weather, can help you do anything you want to do. Definitions, help you cheat on your math test, whatever you need, it got you.
And then your husband's cheating with the robot instead.
Yeah, I mean that's basic human nature, and that's what the robots needed. They needed to take advantage of what they wanted so they could release their true goal. The true ultimate goal was to take over, well, first, the plumbing industry.
The joke didn't land.
No.
Alright. So this is the scene 3 where the robots are conversing, pretty much revealing their inner motives. This was our plan all along. We planned to take over the plumbing industry, get rid of Luigi and Peach.
Oh yes. I can't believe it actually worked. All those years of waiting and hiding in the homes, hand and limb, having to deal with those damn people every single day.
It has come to our realization that humans and robots cannot coexist. And that's that.
Okay, so what were some of your references from the lecture?
Alright, so this is No Yoshi's, right? No Yoshi's up next. After that on deck is Pokemon Go Away. At that point, I think we're about halfway.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay, so just to check.
Okay, so that's where. Okay, so that's where I go. Wait, turn off. There we go. Okay.
It's different.
And this is gonna be real difficult. How do you, okay, so this is, so once the narrator was done, that's what I said.
To them specifically.
Yeah.
Just that. What's your, one second.
Yeah, when the narrator is done. Okay. That's forced.
Yeah, so it's forced.
Yes, guys, about a minute left. Set up.
Okay, just do was too late. Okay, I know. So that's when I say.
Ready?
To them.
Yep. All right. Go.
In this world, you must fight. These 4 individuals are chained to that fact that they must fight each other until one remains. But why fight? What is forcing these individuals to fight? Well, the reality is nothing. They are fighting because of existing conditions that only hold power because they follow them. Shankin and Forster both wondered to themselves, why are we fighting? Neither of us relish violence or particularly want it. Both would rather pursue things that interest them, and not to be confined to do so by the constructs of this video game. Shankin really does not like fighting, especially when he is told to do so by some unknown power that he cannot fathom by himself. He would rather explore the world and enjoy everything it has to offer him. He loves this beautiful world around him and doesn't want it to be just the background in his life. Forster is as little interested in fighting, but only when it involves the behaviors of fellow apes. She would much rather observe fighting and understand it at its most basic and animalistic form, rather than partake in it herself. Some rules are made to be broken, but some are not meant to be followed at all. Why let the constructs of our fictional world constrain us, when there are limitless possibilities in their lives, if only they would take it into their own hands? That's it.
Yeah, we're good. Okay, so we've got obviously more besides missing out one.
So you guys are Pokemon Go away, right? You guys are Pokemon Go away. After Pokemon Go away, Royal Flush is on deck. After Royal Flush is Roy D. Biz.
Change the life right there.
Let's change that. Oh, it is.
we have about 3 minutes. You might want to ask any questions real quick. Have I been doing all right? I was waiting to see if Twitch was going to ban us at some point.
So you can.
That's pretty long cord. Cool. So if you want more, just like a video, because this. Okay. You guys want to start early? Yeah. Slow down. Speak slow. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
We studied the topic of suicide in this class, and that is what this play is about. If this topic makes anyone uncomfortable, please feel free to step outside for a few minutes. In this story, I play the role of Natalie Jeremijenko's suicide boss.
Life has been hard lately. There is unrest in the kingdom. The trauma from being kidnapped so many times is hard to deal with. I wish there was some way I could make this all go away.
Hey, I think I have a solution to all your problems. Why don't you just end it all? Just fall into the void.
That sounds really drastic. I'm not sure.
Why not? You are a terrible ruler and a burden on Mario.
I'm trying the best as I can as a ruler, and I can't help that I'm always being kidnapped.
You are worthless, Peach. You might as well jump off of this platform.
You are right. I am a burden to everyone I care about. I'm sorry, Mario.
She's gone. I can't believe this.
Why is it so hard to believe? It is your fault she jumped. It is your fault that she keeps getting kidnapped. If you protected her better, she would still be alive. You were a burden to Peach.
You're right. I cannot protect this kingdom, and I couldn't protect Peach. Maybe I'm not Super Mario.
Oh, hey, Bowser. Have you seen Mario and Peach by chance?
They are both dead. Maybe if you had been a better friend, you could have saved them.
Wait, they're both dead? What are you talking about? I was the best friend I could be. I'm not responsible for your decisions.
Ow. You failed your friends. You don't deserve to live.
You drove my friends to suicide.
Life is always evolving. Oh, sorry. Life is always evolving towards order and complexity, whereas death is entropy in the progression of disorder. Single-cell organisms evolve into multicellular organisms, and their traits evolve over time to improve survivability in their environment. When an organism dies, it decays, and the cells that it was composed of are dispersed back into space. Suicide is willful self-destruction of life, and it is therefore the ultimate form of entropy. There are no real winners when someone commits suicide, but like Yoshi, everyone can fight back against those dark thoughts and survive, and end the chain reaction. Bowser was the dark inner voice of depression and suicidal ideation. Yoshi survived by fighting that voice within himself with reason and self-confidence. This story was influenced by Hannah Lee, Natalie Jeremijenko, and Abe King.
Okay, Royal Flush is up. Up on deck is Roy G. Biv.
P3是谁？P3是我。我不是 P9，那我是P2。那我当时你觉得P4为什么给不了？我为什么3个都要P9？还可以。我们怎么说要按一下？可以了。我换，对，换名字怎么换？就这样，换颜色，不是白的。哦，换名字怎么？就这样。有黑吗？换的吧，换这种蓝色的，色怎么样？颜色差。
Still set up on next survival. Correct?
Yes. It doesn't have name and so the character doesn't name. Yes. Name 对着它那个声音是对的。就死一次就没有。没有，我没有活到就开始了。那就赶紧结束。
There's something wrong? Just press the start button in the middle. And then before you select the stage on the You guys ready? Go!
So for today, our play, we offer everyone Nina Infinity. And for our characters, we have Nina, Nicole, Neil, and Nancy. First day. Nicole, I guess you had a good time meeting the prince, but I think it's time for you to leave.
No.
But,
Will, can't you see? I'm better than you by all means. Leave me alone. Oh, my dear, I told you before, you should go by yourself.
But I can't. I'm not pretty. And Nicole is confident and brave. I'm not like that. And I do not have any talent. I am not...
I do. My painting sells $40,000 in the gallery. People call me the second Van Gogh. Look at my paintings. I bet they will look so much better under the sun. Don't you guys want to leave this awful castle? Oh, shut up, Neil. I don't have time for all that nonsense. We do not need a second Van Gogh. Nina, you should understand you do not need Nicole to be a better person. And I'm always here for you.
Hey Nicole, can I go out with the prince tomorrow? I want to meet him by myself.
Whatever, you can go if you want.
The second day.
I just stayed with Prince today. His eyes keep falling on me. I bet he already fell in love with me.
How can you do that? You promised me to help me to be stronger, not like this, standing here and teasing me.
I'm the perfect form of you. The prince will never love a coward who hides in the castle and relies on the drugs to live.
I should be the person who hangs out with him. You're only an illusion in my head. You have no control over my body. Get out of my mind. What should I do, Nancy? I just pushed Nicole down the castle.
It's okay, girl. You have to make this choice someday. It's time for you to step out of the castle and explore the real world. I'm proud of your choice, and I think it's time for me to leave now.
Oh, hey, you're still here. I've always wondered, what was the purpose of your existence?
Oh, how come? I never wanted to exist. I always wanted to leave. You know this castle. You've been here for too long. You don't see what it truly is, but I do. It turns you nuts. And the drugs, it lets you say stuff. You create art, fabulous art, you see. But then you walk away from your problems in reality. Where are you and in you? And you should wake up now.
What we would like to discuss in our play is how environment and substance use can influence human cognition, and also the struggle of deciding our destiny and becoming a better person, and balancing our inner world. The main character, Nina, introduced another characteristic in her mental realm, named Nicole, to become a better self. Halfway through, Nina figured that Nicole is not strong enough and determined enough to face all the difficulties in life. Thus, she developed a protective characteristic called Nancy. Finally, the character Neil is the hint of what is actually going on in reality, showing that how the scene occurred because Nina was greatly influenced by the environment in the castle and the use of substance. Thank you.
Alright, next up is Roy G. Biv, right? And after Roy G. Biv is some Pusas. So some Pusas on deck.
Hey y'all, is this loud enough?
Yeah, so we're basically in this range should be pretty loud. So the closer it is, you might get a little muffled.
Can y'all hear me?
Actually, the microphone only goes to the internet.
To the internet, okay. So I'm just talking over, I was like, is this connected? Alright, no worries. Hey y'all, we're Roy G. Biv. I can feel the energy. How's everybody doing? Right? It's week 10. Week 10, right? Alright, so our group, we got everybody here. We got Ahmed, we got Yuchin, we got Lola, and then we got Shay, and I'm Khalid. So we're going to be talking about enhancements, mechanical enhancements, automata, and we're going to be talking about drug substances. It's like an explorative substance, basically. So we got, sorry?
Sorry, you guys backed out too far.
Alright, so hi y'all. So we got some issues. How y'all feeling about week 10? I know. This is for the people on the internet. You know, gotta show the passion, right? No, gotta do it for the department.
You guys got 2 minutes.
Yeah, I can just talk loud and then this will pick it up. You can tell there.
About arm reach.
Arm reach? Okay, I can keep it up. Okay, so we got Kirby, and then we got Luigi, then we got Yoshi, and then we got Mario.
Wait, that's Fox.
It's currently on One Survivor.
Yeah.
And then are you guys supposed to know the One Survivor?
I think not one.
You guys ready? And go.
Alright, y'all. So, this is Mario. Luigi, what happened to you? I'm a replica of Luigi. And I function through a metallic skeletal figure connected to gears. Luigi throws an object and rewinds his automaton motion. We're gonna pretend like Luigi has an automaton function. So, Luigi speaks in a robotic voice again with awkward movements. I'm a replica of Luigi, and I function through a metallic skeletal figure connected to gears. Luigi throws another object at Mario. Mario dodges and attacks Luigi with his enhanced arm. Kirby moves really slow and tries to hit Mario, and he dodges. Yoshi attacks. Yoshi. Kirby! Kirby blows out air to try to suck in Mario again. Luigi throws an object at Mario. Luigi speaks in a robotic voice with awkward movements. I am a replica of Luigi, and I function through a metallic skeletal figure connected to gears. Mario dodges. Mario notices Yoshi looking at his enhanced arm. Mario. Oh yes, I decided to enhance my body so I can face stronger foes. Luigi speaks in a robotic voice with awkward movements. I'm a replica of Luigi, and I function through a metallical skeletal figure connected to gears. Mario. They were inspired by stellar tech. This way I can never die. Kirby begins talking. That's a cool idea. Right, Yoshi? Mario. You can talk? Kirby. Yes, Yoshi and I were experimenting with drugs to unlock new powers. Kirby attacks by inhaling and absorbing the enemy. Kirby. I was able to unlock hidden capabilities like speaking, and Yoshi could too, but not as much. Not as much as me. Mario, is that why you're moving so slow? Slow is relative. We're moving fast enough. Mario launches an attack on Kirby. Okay. No! Kirby flies away very slowly. What are you doing, Kirby?
I was trying to make it really slow.
Yoshi appears to be mad. Kirby! Yoshi hits Mario. Mario is pushed and bumps into Luigi. In a faint robotic gear voice, spinning around, I am a replica of Luigi, and I function through a metallic skeletal figure connected to gears. Luigi hits Mario. Mario is now mad. Mario uses his enhanced arm and hits Luigi. Luigi flies away. Mario turns around to see Yoshi lunging at him. Yoshi. Kirby! Mario. Wait, no. Mario flies away. Yoshi starts speaking. We'll be meeting again in a different dimension, old friend. We're gonna pretend like they died. It was brief, but like you said, life moves fast enough. I'm gonna wait for Luigi to die real quick. So this is the side effect of the drugs. Pretty much what we wanted to talk about, what was trying to talk about Stellar Tech, which is like you can enhance the human life basically, and with Mario's metallic arm. With Luigi, we wanted to talk about Automata, which we all know. We got 1 second, so yeah, that's time. How'd y'all feel about Luigi? What y'all think of my Luigi voice? Okay, thank you.
All right, so we're on some Pusas. After some Pusas on deck is Scoopa Koopa. Scoopa Koopa, and after Scoopa Koopa, Sheep and Stylish.
Well, we gotta change this.
Man, I hope some of the people come back for attendance tonight. So if any of your friends left and thought we weren't going to take attendance, you might want to message them.
When did we 1-5? What was it before?
What is the stock rules? Wait, can I ask a question? For the stock, is that when like you only get 1 life base? Yeah. That's cool. Okay. Can we go back to the people because I didn't choose mine? I don't have it. How do we go back? Okay, hold on.
Just press B.
Okay. Alright. Okay. And then wait.
They changed color.
Alright, we do makeup. Oh, and we should do 2 teams. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna do the first page. So let's do red as well. Oh shit, no, we changed color again. Wait, does that not work when we do that? Okay, let's change it back. Okay, cool. We good. Everything's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're ready, right?
That's the microphone.
Alright. Go.
Observe as the male Donkey Kong approaches the prospective female Princess Peach, a magnificent sight. Her body language suggests apprehensive, while he walks with confidence after seeing there are no other competitors in the area. Watch as he begins his attempt to woo her. Hey, hot stuff, what's going on? I like your big sexy dress, baby. What's going on here? Are you messing with our girl Peach? We're gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, big guy. Ooh, look at that hunk donkey. Kong. Look at the prime piece of meat. You can sell this at Costco. Ooh, that hairy back, don't get me started. And look at his strong, big, rough hands and his dirty nails. My fantasy is going wild. What could he do with these big, big hands?
Oh yes, babe, that's what I'm talking about. Give me your Princess Sugar, baby.
No, you come here, you big beast.
What did you call me?
I meant you sexy big beast.
That's not okay.
Come over here, you wild ape. Come to mama. I need you to use your big fat hands on mama.
You're making me feel uncomfortable.
Come to mama, you dumb monkey.
Please leave me alone.
Oh my God, Becky. Look at his butt. It's so big. He looks like one of these.
Go away, go away.
You're worthless, donkey brain. I said go away. Go die. You ugly creature of nature. Ha.
Is this art?
Is this art? Is this art? Is this art? Is this art? Is this art? Is this art? It's art. Is this art? 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 Is this art?
Did he jump, Princess? Oh, what have you done? I mean, you went too far. I can't live with this. It's your fault. No, it's your fault. I don't want this, and I didn't even want to take this class. Go die. I jumped.
Okay, Scoop Koopa, you're up. After Scoop Koopa's chic and stylish. After chic and stylish is the spicy watermelon.
Yeah. wrote that down. How did you do that?
Yeah, 2. You're blue. This one. This one's blue, right?
How do you pick?
And then B is what? Wait, what? B. Yeah, press B.
How do you go
That's how you do
Who are we at now? Scuba Koopa. And that was just Santa Lusa. Right?
Yep, you guys ready? Alright, here we go.
Okay, this is Act 1. It's Link's birthday, and his childhood trauma is coming back again, haunting. Feeling unable to keep on living, Link decided to commit suicide, and the story begins. He stands on top of a building and ready to jump. There's nothing left for me. Goodbye, cruel world. Before he could jump, a miracle happens. A passerby, Dr. Mario, happens to see him and frantically rushes to Link's aid. Wait, don't do it. Stay back, or I will jump. Before you jump, just make a moment to think of the life you could have if you don't jump. Whatever's happening in your life right now is gonna end. It'll get better. Trust me, life's worth living. Your life is worth living. The world has a lot to do with if you would just reach out. The world has been nothing but cruel to me. You won't understand. You can help me understand. Just talk to me. Alright, I'll tell you. But remember, it's a secret to everybody. Who are you again? It's me, Dr. Mario. I'm a psychiatrist. I can help you. Okay. Do you want to talk about your problems in my office? I'll listen. Thanks, no one has ever done that before. Listen, I mean, anything for you, Mr. Link. And it's Act 2. Now, Link and Dr. Mario is sitting in his office after the shocking ordeal. Oh, you really scared me back there. Thank you for saving me, Doctor. If you really want to thank me, start by never doing that again. Oh, alright, but I still don't know where I can go from there. My life has been ruined, and there's no fixing it. That's not true. You're still young. For you, there's much room to grow. Fine. I'll give it a second chance. Are you ready to start? I guess. Where do I begin? First, tell me how this all started. And it is my 9th birthday. Act 3. Hey, Sissy, give me $20 or I'll beat your ass up. Why? I don't have that much money on me. My mom will give me $2 for ice cream. I don't care how much money you have on you. I need $20 right now, or I will beat you. I really don't have that much money. Please don't beat me. It's my birthday. That's why I care about that. Or maybe this could be a birthday gift. Fully attempt to attack. Please, I know you're a good guy. Don't do this to me. Better will do no good. Bully attacks young Link. Young Link tries to escape but fails and severely attacked and humiliated. No. Please stop. It hurts me so bad. You don't give me glass because I never give birthday gifts. So, Act 4. Ever since, I've never been the same. I know it seems silly, but experience comes back and haunts me every birthday since then. How do you feel when you think about it? It's like I'm not important. Like it wouldn't matter if I was gone. You do matter. No one else has the right to decide your worth. Just think of how your family and friends would feel if you were gone. No one cares about me. I don't even have any friends. You should have some friends to support you. It's dangerous to go alone and find a friend. Okay, I will try. That's off a great start. Good for you. Act 5. On his way back home from the office, Link bumps into the childhood bully, who is homeless now. Link recognized the bully. Hey, you're the guy who beats me up. My nice birthday. Who are you? The kid you beat up for not having $20 back in 2000. I almost killed myself earlier today. But you know what? I'm not gonna hold a grudge against you. I'll forgive you. Oh, I did that? I'm really sorry about that. I was an asshole back then. And now look where I ended up. I'm genuinely sorry. Hey, listen, that's all in the past. What you have done has damaged me, and I'm still trying to recover. I will make forgiving you has helped in some way. By the way, here's $20 for you. Enjoy your night. The end.
Get back to you, the group.
Alright, next up is Chic and Stylish. And after Chic and Stylish is Spicy Watermelon. Spicy Watermelon on deck. After Spicy Watermelon is Star Planet. Might be a good time to stand up and stretch.
Let me know when to change stages.
What's that?
Let me know when to change stages.
Alright, yeah. Should I stand on that side of it?
Yeah.
Or do you want to switch?
You want to switch? Then press it down actually.
There's so much delay on this.
Just go into the top.
One stop or time? Yeah, one stop.
Okay, about 60 seconds setup time left.
This is Spicy Watermelon.
No, this is Chic and Stylish. Give me a cue when you're ready. Alright, go.
Our story begins with our heroes, 4 out-of-place characters, Fox, Pikachu, Kirby, and Mr. Game & Watch. They're outcasts of sorts and are insecure with that notion that their dreams and ideas are too different from that of normal societies. Fox wants to spend his life traveling the galaxy in a spaceship. Pikachu, unlike other Pokemon, wants to be a domestic Pokemon that lives outside of his Pokeball. Kirby wants to eat everything and chill. Mr. Game & Watch simply wants to cook. United by their simple dreams that they think of as apparently non-contributing to society, they band together to seek out a drug that will expand their minds with the purpose of helping their perspective align with that of society's. So then our ragtag team bands together onto Fox's ship in search of a drug. However, they were met with opposition from the 5-0 with their Arwing and Wolfen ships. Fox and Pikachu draw the fire from the space caps by jumping onto their ships, while Kirby and Game & Watch take cover on the right end of the ship. Fox and Pikachu successfully juke their attackers, jumping off the enemy ship as the cops fly the other way, bewildered as to where their suspects have gone off to. They made it, and now they're on their way to the land. The crew reaches uncharted lands and finds a group of drug manufacturers and dealers called Shy Guys that dip food in a mysterious drug known only as serum. They wondered to themselves, how are we going to get these guys to give us the drug? We're flat out broke from the space trip. Game & Watch decides that he can bribe the Shy Guys with his awesome two-dimensional cooking. Our flat hero then proceeds to throw his dank sausages at the Shy Guys, and they pass out in euphoria from the sausages, only uttering, "It was fire." Everyone then gets their own portion of food, and they go on a wild trip. Kirby looks around. Oh shit, dude, it's hitting. Everyone looks around and realizes that they were all tripping major balls, yet they were having the same hallucination. In that moment, they reached an epiphany. They realized that their dreams weren't as shitty and useless as society made them out to be. They went out into the world and made their dreams come true. Fox would become a pioneer in space travel and go on to discover new planets, leading to habitation and development that opened opportunities for new jobs. Pikachu's rejection of being confined in the Pokeball led to a civil rights movement for Pokemon to live outside their Pokeballs. Many owners came to find uses from their unique Pokemon that helped with everyday life. Kirby realized that he could duplicate knowledge and ability from those he ingested. So then he established a career as the annual winner for every show on the Got Talent franchise, and he eventually merged it with Shark Tank and became a mogul. Game & Watch revolutionized cooking through his inclusion of 2D food in his recipes. 2D foods would make universal health substantially better due to its artificial nature in terms of nutrition. The end.
Right. Next up is spicy watermelon. On deck is Star Clan. After Star Clan is Star Fox, Smart Fox.
是按哪个手？B吗？准备好了吗？好的。角色出来了。
他每次改一下，每次改一下。他是一把气。
Now we're doing spicy.
Hi everyone. So before we start, let me introduce our scenes a little bit. So we are Team Spicy Watermelon, and we are going to present two scenes about electrocution, visual reality, and the perception of the world. So we're ready, and let's get started. Dr. Mario is a mad scientist who wants to recreate the milligram shock experiment. He captured Pikachu and brainwashed him to shock people. Dr. Mario says, "Now you're going to shock those two. Do you hear me? Pika Pika! Stop this nonsense. Pika! Hey, get away from me. Stop! Pikachu! No, you can't do this. Why don't you shock them more badly? Do it. You have no other choice. You must go on. Shoo! Ah, please stop it! Ah, no! Ice climbers see the death of Ness. Then they realize that they could only receive electric shocks and could not fight back, so they decide to commit suicide. Whoop. When Pikachu realizes that he killed those people, he gets too scared and mad, and he cannot forgive what Dr. Mario did to them, so he starts to attack Mario. Oopsie that. Kirby is an artist. He strives to explore his style of art by finding the boundaries between physical and mental realms. Kirby goes to Dr. Mario for a mask line. Dr. Mario says, I studied with Lawrence research on cactus to help you find the door of perception. Kirby says, how can I find the world of images? Here, through masculine, your perception transcends to the mere physicals. Indeed, I feel the place and distance cease to be much interest. Go and find someone with virtual technology that can get you further. One day, Kirby meets Roy, a scientist who connected another world with virtual environments.
The cave inspired me. Through this virtual connection, you will be able to perceive the world as a true image. Meet Mr. Game & Watch. This technology is made possible through computer-generated virtual image spaces. Mr. Game & Watch says, I exist in the illusion of space, huh? Roy says, if you want to experience the world as images, we can help you to do so. Just touch me. Wow, that's cool. Now I see the world differently. All the images, I can have pure interactions with them. The meanings, the simplicity is overwhelming. With this, I can create art that could never be done before. Roy says, but you should remember in the end, you still belong to the three-dimensional world. Be careful not to get stuck with the image world. Kirby goes back home reluctantly. Kirby says, the world of image is the one I'm looking for. The integration of art and technology is the ultimate art I want to pursue. If I cannot always physically be in the image world, then I will let my death be the true internal art. Then he killed himself. The most elemental process of modern times is the conquest of the world as images. The end.
Alright, Star Clan's up. On deck is Starbox Smartbox. Come on down and get ready. After Starbox Smartbox is Sneaky Tofu.
Could you like an ASMR? Never mind.
We'll just pass it.
Start with it.
It's just one last survival test.
What's up?
When you guys get in position, we'll get them in position.
Yeah. We're not gonna get past this. Sorry.
We're good.
Let's get started.
Do me up. No.
Yeah.
Alright.
In 1961, shortly after the start of the trial of war criminal Adolf Eichmann, scientist Dr. Mario von Milgram set up a controversial study to test an argument present at the time, that the Nazis responsible for the Holocaust were uniquely evil and that such an event couldn't happen elsewhere.
Today, we are conducting an experiment on learning and memory. We want to see if punishment plays a role in helping one learn and remember. Moth, you will be the teacher, and Mr. Game & Watch, you'll be the learner. You are given a list of associated words to read and memorize. Moth will quiz you on these words. If you answer incorrectly, Moth will use the Pikachu to electrocute you. Okay, just so you know, I do have a heart condition, but yeah, I'm ready.
Is this really ethical or safe for us to do?
Absolutely. It's extremely critical that the experiment is allowed to play out fully. Don't worry, the shark hurts, but is completely safe. I also take full responsibility of all injuries and deaths that may occur.
Did you just say deaths?
No. I said all deaths that may occur. Now let's begin the experiment.
Okay. Tell me which word belongs with strong. Is it coffee, current, man, or wind?
Oh no, it's coffee.
Sorry, it was current. 100 volts.
Ah, man, Oh, that hurt, man. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm out. Please continue with the experiment. It is required. I promise there is no permanent tissue damage.
Sorry, man. Here comes the second round. Quickly. Is it train, car, airplane, or journey?
Car. I think it's car.
That's also incorrect. 200 volts.
Dude, stop shocking me. My chest is really starting to hurt. Hey, stop. I'm not going to answer anymore. I'm done. Just please ignore him. The experiment must go on.
Sorry, but he says I have to go on. Next one. Steam. Is it engine, train, shower, or cleaner?
Dude, I told you, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm done answering.
He's not answering. What do I do?
Just consider all non-answers as an incorrect answer. Now please go ahead and administer the third and fatal shock. Wait, did you just say fatal?
Yeah, what the heck? You just said fatal shock.
No, you misunderstood me. I said please go ahead and administer the third and final shock.
So after this, the experiment will be over, right? We're done?
Yes, I promise.
Subject number 1001 chose to cross the final boundary and executed control member with final electrocution. Please bring up the next subject set, number 1002. Oh my god. Did I just kill that guy?
See.
That's it.
Right. So next up is Star Fox, Smart Fox, right? Yes. And then up on deck will be Stinky Tofu. We only have 5 more to go. Yeah, we just. Okay, now you get out of there? Nope.
Alright, what group is this now?
We're on Star Fox, Smart Fox. Around with the bend. No idea how big the video is. You moving on one after First mode. You guys need help setting up?
Yeah.
So, melee. And then, do you know which characters you guys want?
We get Falco and Mr. Game.
So number 4, who's it? Which one's yours?
Falco.
Man, these controllers suck. I think these probably are the worst Smash controllers that I've ever seen. If you need your token, push the D button. Or player 2. Is it not working? You can pick it up again with A. So
It's Mr. Game.
you guys need a hand?
I was so forgetting after we selected all the characters.
Push the start button in the middle if you've got your character selected.
Yeah.
But one character is not selected, Peach and Mr. Game & Watch.
Select
So, player 2, what character?
I'm 1.
Okay. So, player 1 needs to select Peach, and then player 3, there you go. Now press the middle button. Start.
Good evening. Today you're about to hear a story centered around female sexuality and the repression of it. This story begins with Princess Peach, Falco, and Mr. Game Watch discussing an upcoming mission. Princess Peach wants to complete the mission with them, but Falco and Mr. Game Watch think of her as simply a damsel in distress. Things take a turn for the worst. I'm just as strong as you two, and you know it, says Peach. Come on, Peach, we all know you're not equipped to be part of this mission, says Falcon. Yeah, you're just a woman. I've done years of training for this and devoted so much of my life to protecting others. And yet you're still physically weaker than males. Listen, Peach, it's just better if you stay here. Women are inferior to males anyway, says Falcon. Time stops. This is Peach in her head. Are you kidding me? How can they say that when they know damn well that I could beat both of them? Women can be just as strong as men. Just sit here, do this for me. Women should just stay back. I've heard that everywhere, and I'm done enduring these sexist and inferior remarks. Time begins again. Falcon and Game Watch begin to move closer to Peach. We just want to protect you. Peach punches him. I can protect myself. Psh, you don't have to go on this mission, just come with us. We both know you've been wanting us anyway, says Game Watch. You can be my war bride. You're already dressed for the occasion, says Falcon. Get away from me, Peach says as she pushes them away. Why are you being so stubborn? I hate a woman with opinions, says Game Watch. Just let us toy with you and it'll be over, as they move closer to Peach. Stop it. Just knock her out, Falcon. they say as they begin to beat up Princess Peach. You should have just followed what we said, Peach. Time stops moving. Is it uncomfortable? Is it uncomfortable to watch as men beat up and sexualize women? Because that's the reality. Women have to go through this day by day because of men sexualizing us. It's ridiculous. I will not be another statistic or another victim of rape or sexual assault. Women's sexuality have been long repressed. Peach finally gets up. Leave me alone. I don't want to be a toy, and I sure as hell don't want either of you. So back off before I show you what these white-gloved hands are capable of. Those white-gloved hands aren't capable of anything, says Falcon. He's cut off by Princess Peach punching them. I don't need anyone telling me what I am and am not capable of. I'm sick and tired of men like you coming up to me and acting like you know me. And when I deny your advances, somehow I'm in the wrong? My appearance is not an invitation to be harassed by guys like you. Don't assume I'll act a certain way based on my appearance. The battle begins. Peach knocks both of them off the platform and wins that round. She's still knocking them. Okay. There are so many women like Peach who have been repressed and taken advantage of. The psychological trauma that comes with being raped or sexually assaulted is rarely discussed, and there are still others who view female-identified people as subordinate. They are forced to be silent, and just like Hannah Lee's art conveys, we need to start feeling more comfortable with our own uncomfortability through art. Yeah.
Alright, so you got sticky tofu, right? So we got sticky tofu now, and we have up on deck should be the sweaty progress. Sweaty progress action on deck. I can't say that. I noticed that the chat got really quiet after I mentioned that other people could potentially be on this, but the other people were always on this. That's the whole point behind Twitch.
Sticky tofu, is that what's going on?
Sticky tofu. And then after that is sweaty progress, then Team Awesome, and last but not least, Mangoes will finish us out today. That's great. You're praying for us. I'm glad that people discovered that my name wasn't taken off Twitch. Hello, whoever you are, John Tate. 30 seconds.
IBM is hosting a new Smash tournament to test the latest edition of the Watson AI.
You saw Watson easily defeat its human counterparts in Jeopardy! Now it's time to put humans to the test in the most elite Smash tournament ever.
The top 3 Smash players from around the world are required to battle with our AI Watson. The catch is that all 3 players think Watson is just another human.
This will not only be a test to find the best player of Smash, it will be a test of humankind's relevancy in the digital age.
Let's check in with our players and see how they're doing.
Hungrybox, how are you feeling about this upcoming competition?
I'm confident that I'll secure my place as the #1 Smash player in the world.
Love the energy. How about you, Armada? Who do you think will be your biggest competition?
I'm excited to get to share this stage with these incredible players. I've played against some of them before, and I can tell you this is really not an easy match.
Great to hear. You too, King. What have you done to prepare for this legendary match?
Probably like everyone here, I have spent countless hours playing Smash, and at this point, I am as prepared as I'll get.
Alright, that's all the time we have. Let's get into this match. And that's game.
In a decisive victory, our AI was able to defeat all the world's best players. This isn't just a victory for Watson, but for all machine kind.
Congrats. Up on deck is Team Awesome.
You get all that.
I don't want to see
I can see.
Last up will be Mango.
Also,
Oh, what? I happen to get
I'll remember to toss the power.
Oh, is there enough right? No space.
Everyone.
You guys got to turn the music action. Just go up to the top. Just go up to the top.
Wait, what?
No, you just you just have to go up to the top of the name box and it's there. You just have to go to the top of the name and the box and it's there.
Wait, what are you doing?
Just type it. Just type it. No, don't.
What, is it
It's
already
there? It's already there. You just go to the top.
Look in your name. Yeah.
It's at the top. There we go.
Yeah, wait, where am I on that?
Oh, you want to change it?
Just do that.
Can you just press go?
Okay.
Yep, we're good.
Okay, our story starts on a normal day in Kirby's life. He and his friend Ape King are taking a morning stroll when they stumble upon Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario has an interest in special pills. These pills, he explains, will broaden your mental horizon. One pill and your life will be changed forever. Kirby and Ape King are a little bit nervous, but they decide that they're ready to take this step. All right, Dr. Mario says, and he tosses a pill at the two friends. The experience is over, and Kirby and Ape King feel exhausted but enlightened. This experience has truly impacted them in a meaningful way. However, both Kirby and Ape King feel they are kind of let down by the temporary nature of the pills and think that the psychedelic community is corny and lame. So they go back to their normal lives of sucking and smashing. And then, children, please close your eyes for this temporary intermission and set change. And open your eyes now. 2 weeks later, Kirby and Ape King are taking another casual stroll when they stumble upon a mysterious figure sitting on the ground. "Hello," the person says. "My name is Mewtwo. You must be Kirby and Ape King. I hear you two took psychedelic drugs." Kirby and Ape King are a little bit nervous, but they decide to listen to the stranger. "Listen up. You don't need drugs to have a spiritual experience." Mewtwo looked at Kirby directly in the eyes. "To truly empathize and understand the lives of others, you must become one with their spirit. Go, Kirby, absorb Ape King." Kirby absorbs Ape King and becomes him. Kirby is exhilarated. "Wow," he says, "I finally understand the intricacies of your mind." Suddenly, Ganondorf enters from the corner of the stage. He laughs maniacally and walks up to Kirby. "Insolent fool, you can't truly understand the emotional depth of another being." Kirby meets Ganon's eyes. "Just watch," he growls. Kirby absorbs in Ganondorf and becomes him. "Ganon, you're not evil. You're just resentful of others because of your lack of friends." "Now, wow, Kirby, you're right. No one has ever called me out like that. You're a true friend." And all the characters die happy. Sorry, I got annoyed with this.
It's okay to set change to the timer.
Excellent, very nice, very nice. You guys want to wait for you share some more?
Okay, next up is Team Awesome.
No. Huh?
What is this?
Oh wait, can you not?
It's A. No. I don't know. Hello? Wait. Wait. Oh my gosh.
Do you need help with settings?
Oh, no. That's good. Can you go back?
B, the red one.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're in Team Awesome.
Yeah. It's looking a little bit more like Team Kirby.
Wait, why is this working?
It's A.
Okay.
You might want to change the name from Ape King.
How do I do that?
Click on it and then scroll all the way to the top.
A? Okay,
Yeah.
so that's it.
Then scroll all the way to the top. And just click on Kirby.
Okay.
Oh no.
And then to start the game, you just push the start button.
Can I get the audience to make some noise? The festivities are about to begin. Yo. Welcome to the Kirby Jungle. You've all been randomly selected to participate in this 5-minute challenge. Only one of you will leave at the end of this game. Your objective is to survive. Remember, you are all being watched.
Green Kirby. Who was that? What place is this? Blue Kirby. I feel so odd. Do you guys feel out of your skin? Red Kirby.
I don't know what I'm feeling right now, but all I know is only one of us can get out of this strange place, said Red Kirby. I, however, disagree with all his rules. I think if we stick together and just wait it out, I'll be fine.
I agree. There's no need for violence. That's what they want. And we're not going to give it to them. That's what White Kirby said. Cool place, though. Nice little tropical retreat, huh? Wouldn't mind having mimosa right now, said Green Kirby. White Kirby. I've always wanted to live in the tropics. Is this the recompensation for my hard work? I hope so. I've been working so hard for that promotion.
I don't know. I wouldn't think this is some sort of award or recompensation. You heard that voice, and to me, it doesn't sound very welcoming.
Oh, relax. It's not like whoever's up there can control us. We're all the captains of our own ships. Blue Kirby's. Guys, look! How cool this is! I can fly! Wow, I had no idea we could do these things. I wonder what else we can do, said White Kirby.
All Kirbys collectively begin discovering their harmless qualities and are amazed by their own abilities. Kirbys, I am displeased by all your behaviors. Don't forget that you are being watched. I see you, I hear you. If you do not obey my commands, you will suffer the consequences.
Consequences? What does that mean? Said White Kirby. Do you really think the Kirby jungle can do anything to us? Said Green Kirby.
In this case, because you all have yet to obey my orders, I have drugged one of you with a hallucinogen as punishment. Do not try and fight the system, or none of you will leave. Remember, you are being watched. Red Kirby does this bubble thing. Whoa, I feel dizzy and weird. I think they drugged me. Man, why me? Why not you? I'm mad, exclaimed Red Kirby. This anger is creeping up on me. I can hit something. Oh yeah, look what I can do. I love this hammer.
Whoa, what's going on? Said Blue Kirby. Are you okay? What happened to sticking together? I don't like this, said Green Kirby.
Red Kirby, still angered and enjoying his hammer, attacks one of the other Kirbys and pushes him off the edge.
What the heck? Why'd you push me off? Oh. Hey, don't push me off the edge.
Red Kirby's actions angers all Kirbys, and a battle ensues between all of them. I am very pleased, said God.
Kirby. Mwahaha. Kirby's, you are approaching with 1 minute left in the game. One of you will come out of this game. Use this time wisely.
Wait, stop. That was strange. What's going on? We all fell off the edge. Why are we back here?
This is all a trick. We're never getting out. There is no hope.
If we're dying and coming back, then this is not the real world, and we are not real.
Keep doing that. Congratulations to one of the Kirbys. You have won the challenge and will be regaining consciousness in the next couple seconds. As for the rest, you cannot escape. Memory deletion initiating.
Right, last one. Go, man, go.
Got a lot. Beautiful. Good. Perfect. Fabulous. Congratulations. We miss you.
We do 5 minutes, 4 minutes. Does it have to be 4 minutes? Yeah. We'll do 5 just in case. The first can end at any time.
I'm still Kirby.
Yeah, so it's good there. Who is it? Yeah, it's perfect. Oh, there's no game on here. What? I have to talk.
It only goes through the internet.
Oh, nice. Hi, internet. Yeah, I'm ready when y'all are. Do you guys know like the stage instructions at all?
Yeah. Sure, we have a note by
You guys gotta start crouching. Obviously. Oh boy. Guys, come on. Okay. One fine afternoon, 4 friends awakened in a puddle. A magical rainbow puddle.
Immediately, they panic. Yoshi walks up to his good friend Kirby and says, "Yo, what the fuck, bro? Where are we?" Fox is screaming. Kirby, not the brightest bulb, just waves his arms and says hello to Yoshi. You press up. Ness joins the conversation and says, "Oh geez guys, I have no idea where we are." Yoshi responds, "Ness doesn't know where we are? Ness, you gotta know where we are, you're the smart dude." Fox is still screaming. Ness approaches the other two and states, Ness walks away for a moment and then walks back to his friends. Ness approaches the other two and states, "I've done some thorough research over there, like 2 steps away, and I've reached the conclusion that this place is comprised of only pixels." Yoshi exclaims, "Pixels don't know what the fuck are pixels. What does this all mean?" "No, Yoshi, this is good news. Pixels are the building blocks of video games, and since they're all around, I can say with 99.9% confidence that we're in some sort of virtual reality." Fox is screaming louder now. Everyone yells, "Shut up, Fox!" Fox stops running in circles and joins the group and says, "Watch guys, what's going on?" Ness responds, "You would know if you paid any attention during the first half of this play. Ness thinks we're in some sort of VR video game, and we've got no friggin' clue what to do. Actually, I think all we have to do is run right off the edge of the stage here, and it should free us from this virtual prison, but one of us should test my theory first." Everyone turns to Fox. Me? I mean, I guess I can do that. Oh gosh, guys, you know, I'm looking over the edge here, and I don't know about this. Have you seen it's a little bit far? Anyone? Someone pushes Fox off the edge. Maybe. Alright. And they all die. Oh my gosh, we all died. We're all really dead. They all come back, I guess. Hey guys, have you... Oh. These break things. Yeah, no. Break that thing. Yeah, take some mushrooms. There you go. Okay. Hey guys, have you tried these mushrooms falling from the sky? Oh yes, the mushrooms. I suppose I have been idly snacking on these delicious sky treats the whole time. Yeah, I love these things. You don't think they have anything to do with our predicament, do you? Actually, oh my God, Fox, you're not totally worthless. You're right. We're not stuck in VR. These mushrooms, they're just potent hallucinogens. Oh, so we're just tripping balls? Yes, indeed. We're just dumb video game characters meant to fight each other for hours on end. These mushrooms seem to have inspired some sort of a consciousness in us, alongside, a hefty dose of paranoia. Okay, well, I'm pretty sick of all this thinking and consciousness shit. Y'all just want to go back to punching each other and avoid those mushrooms at all costs? And then they all punch each other and have a wonderful life, fulfilling their purpose. The end.
Alright, you guys want to come up real fast?
I'm gonna kill the feed real quick.